Hello and welcome to a special edition of Full Throttle. That's right, people. I usually don't do this by myself, but today I am. And today I have my first special guest, my friend Terry. How you doing today, Terry?
I'm doing pretty good. What about yourself, JP?
Doing pretty good. That's wonderful. So what we're going to do with Terry today is get his opinion on how NASCAR is going in his opinion this year. So
Yeah.
So really, how do you think it's going?
I think that they're advertising it as the greatest season ever. And at this point, if it keeps up with the new winners and all, there is a good possibility that they could say this was the best season ever. I pull for Eric Jones, Chastain, and Bowman. So, I'm not having too good of a year with two of them. So, that's kind of upsetting. But the racing seems a whole lot better this year than in the years past that I've seen. So, I think this season so far has great potential to be one of, if not the greatest one yet, in my opinion.
Really, in your opinion? So what do you think is going to happen at COTA this weekend?
I expect it to be probably the Chase Elliott show again, if I have to guess, because he's the only one that I can think of that has the car and the skill capable of just driving the road course and finding out before everybody else how to do it.
Yeah. So tell the guys about your league on Xbox. How can they get involved and everything?
So I own a NASCAR Heat 5 league on the Xbox, of course. It's called the American Racing Association. We run Mondays at 7 with trucks, and then at 5 or 10 minutes after that, we do our Xfinity series. Tuesdays, we run dirt at 6. And Wednesdays, we normally run Cup at 7. But with the Pro Invitational, we will run it either on Tuesdays or we'll run it an hour earlier. The percentage of the races and the tire wear goes 50% for trucks and Xfinity, and Cup 25% with 2 times wear, and dirt is 100%. Pretty much to join, you would just message me, my friend on Xbox, GSR Thrasher 9319, or Davis 2K7. We all can invite you to the Discord, which would help out a lot because that's where we keep our points and all. You don't have to be in it, but that's where, like I said, our point standings are, our team chart is, the race schedule, race check-ins, all that stuff. So you would just ask one of us for an invite to the Discord, and we would invite you, and from there we would proceed to let you go through the new entry process.
New entry process? What's the new entry process?
So basically for us, our new entry process is whenever we get a new guy, we welcome them in, we help them pick what number they want so they can familiarize themselves with the people around them if they want on the team. We give them with points. If they join mid-season, we'll put them in a spot where they can contend, but they're not screwing over other people who have ran full time. And by not screwing over people that run multiple times, that would allow us to have a competitive series and a competitive championship standings.
Good. So what do you think of the restrictor plate package?
With the restrictor plate package, I feel like it's good for Talladega. Daytona, I don't know about Daytona because it seems more along the lines of going back to the single file with it. And I don't really like watching them run single file the whole time, but it's a part of racing. So I would say it's pretty good. It's given us some great winners over the years. So I'll take this plate package over the ones where you had two cars making everything work.
Yeah. So if you were NASCAR, would you make any changes to the schedule?
If I could do anything with the NASCAR schedule, I would probably go and I would take out one of the like New Hampshire races. And if the fairgrounds gets passed in Nashville, I'd put that on the schedule for that. And I would probably take out the Phoenix championship race because it doesn't need to be the championship track. And I would put the championship back at Homestead. The all-star race would never be at a set track. It would change every year. It just would never go to a road course. So it would go to any oval. And I would try to get Xfinity at Dirt Bristol to have all three series there that weekend.
So you think what the Bristol is doing is good, but you want to see all three series there. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I know when I went to the Bristol Dirt weekend, it was great. I know on TV it looked dusty, but it was only dusty on that one part of the track. And it was visible. Like if you're there, it was visible. Like you could see everywhere. And I know the Xfinity drivers, a lot of them were saying that they wish they could have run it. So I would kind of like to see what the Xfinity Card would do on dirt.
Yeah. Oh boy. My dog just got home. But anyway, so who is your favorite NASCAR driver and why?
So I started off pulling for Tony Stewart, if I'm being honest with you. And when he retired, I had to pick a new driver. Well, I used to pull for the drivers who drove the GameStop car. So, like, Eric Jones was in it at the time when I was pulling for Stewart in his last year. Well, I told my dad, I said, if they don't bring up that Jones boy, I'm pulling for either Matt Kenseth or Hamlin. Sure enough, about 2 weeks later, they announced Eric Jones was coming to the Cup Series. And I've pulled for him ever since then. But I did pull for him in his truck career too. And then I also pull for Chastain. The story behind it is I thought Flex Seal was like a huge meme, and he used to drive that car. So naturally, I was like, yeah, I'm going to pull for him. And I've just followed him ever since then. And I followed him when he drove the Holden Motorsports 66, I believe is the team name that was sponsored by South Carolina and all them. So most of my drivers I've kept up with since their truck career or early in their career. It's the same way with Bowman. I didn't really start pulling for him until he got his like fill-in for Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah,
those are my only three Cup drivers I pull for.
Well, yeah, it's going to be interesting the rest of the Cup season. So again, I go, if you can't reach Terry and want to get involved in his league, I can help you out. So, but thank you, Terry, for being the first guest of the community to come on. And we will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.